Ladies and gentlemen, this is Ballet Rain. Here it is, you guys, at long last, the male variation tier list. Woo! We have done a lot of tier lists on this channel. We've done female variations, pas de deux, even pas de deux step. But our little tier list family will never be complete without the male variation tier list. So here it is at long last. Male variations honestly don't really get the hype that they're worth. So we're very excited to showcase a bunch of fabulous male variations and rank them extremely subjectively for you guys. So if you're ready to see where your favorite variations end up on the Ballet Rain tier list, then hit the like button and let's go. Here we go, everybody. Let the games begin. We have set up the ultimate male variation tier list, and the tiers go from the bottom up as follows. I just don't like it. How very original. Not a standout, good when done well, not talked about enough, always a hit, and the ultimate male variations will achieve top tier status at swoon. This is kind of an obvious disclaimer, but we are quite obviously women. We have never performed these variations, so we will never know how to rank these according to how fun they are to dance or how enjoyable they are to perform. This tier list is solely based off of an outsider's audience member's sort of outlook on these variations. We're ranking these off of our impressions of these variations, how much we like the music, the role in general, the costuming, those kinds of things. So this is a purely female point of view. Yeah. If there are any male dancers out there, you can kindly re-rank these in the comments. We would love to hear your take on it. So with that out of the way, let's get into the tier list, starting with Prince Désiré from Sleeping Beauty. Oh, this one's so iconic. This one's iconic. The famous Tchaikovsky ballet, you know. That being said, I feel like the music, I hate to say this because like I absolutely love Tchaikovsky, but the music doesn't speak to me. I mean, yeah, it's kind of angry sounding for a wedding. It's like really intense. Yeah. In contrast, I would rather have this because it's showing the strength. The strength of the prince. This is fitting context-wise, that majestic, princely demeanor. But at the same time, melodically, it doesn't quite speak to me. I'm sticking with good when done well. Because if you don't do it right, you don't get those double tour fifths. Yeah. It kind of does fall flat. The impressive point for me with this variation is the technique. Yeah, the technique. So when it's done well, it's sparkling. I'm leaning towards good when done well. I could agree with that. I think that if he can make it look easy and elegant and not look physically angry when he's doing it, but he still has that regal majestic, but like not aggressive energy, I think he can do it. So yeah, well, we can put it in good when done well for now. Of course, these will be shuffled around later, but we'll start there. Next up, La Female Garde. What's that say? The other one. So not the Ashton one. I like it. I like it a lot. I'd put it in always a hit or not talked about enough. This one, I mean, it is the more obscure ballet. Although we saw it a lot at Prix de Lausanne this year. We did see it a lot. So, I think it's more popular for competition. It's more common in competitions. It's not performed much in companies. La Female Garde in general is not done a whole lot. Not talked about enough. We should petition for more companies to do La Female Garde. Please! Any of the versions, like they're all fabulous. But anyway, yeah, let's move on. We'll put it there. I like it. The joy, the like infectious, the smiley variations, not talked about enough. Tchaikovsky Pas de deux. This one's solid. I think it's solid. It's okay. I feel like, yeah, it's good, but it's a classic variation, you know? Like it's nothing special, but it's not like, there's nothing bad or wrong about it. The music's good. Tchaikovsky, we love it. Maybe we'll put it in good when done well. Yeah. I feel like it never jumps out at you. Yeah. You know, when you see it. Okay, we'll put it in good when done well, but I like Sleeping Beauty better, so we'll put it there. Cool. Okay. The Golden Idol from La Bayadère. This one's one of the only pieces of ballet rep that is counted in a 5. So that's really cool right off the bat musically. Like that bonus points for cool music, right? I love the Golden Idol music. Yeah. It's like, it has that slightly off feeling because it's in a 5.
Like a very unhuman sort of feel to it.
It just has this grandiose feel because he's literally in gold.
Yeah. And then on top of that, like character-wise and costume-wise, with the music, it all fits so well. Like the costume, they literally just spray, like airbrush him with gold
for every
show. And I think also choreographically, it fits. Now I will say that you do need to be a solid dancer in order to do this. Even though it's not a main role, you gotta pick one of your best to do this because any wobbles, it takes away from that statuesque perfection that he's supposed to have in this role. So I do think that we should put this in good when done well because, you know, little stumbles and things like that can really detract from the golden idol. Is it
above Chaikpa?
I like Chaikpa better.
Okay, we'll put it over there.
That's fine.
Good when done well.
All right. Flower Fest in Galano!
Always a hit.
Always a hit. Bournonville ballets are the epitome of the danseur.
It is.
We talked about this in our ballet styles video. Check it out after this one. But Bournonville was the greatest danseur of his era, and all of his choreography and sort of his method in general very much catered towards the men, and he really put his heart and his soul into raising good men in the next generation of ballet dancers.
It worked.
And his choreography for male variations, it's firstly, they're all very unique. Like I feel like sometimes male variations, they get a little bit repetitive.
They follow a template.
But Bournonville, they're all so unique, you know, and they all are so musical. Like the way the steps fit with the music is so satisfying to watch. And Flower Fest, of course, is just charming.
Love Flower Fest.
I love Flower Fest. Always a hit.
Always a hit.
Siegfried, from the Pas de Trois. Bum, ba, bum, bum, da, dun, dun, da, dun, da, dun, da, da. That one's good. I like that one.
Sometimes it does appear in the white act, though.
Yes, sometimes. That's weird.
But usually it's in the Pas de Trois.
And sometimes this is actually Benno in the Pas de Trois.
Yeah, it is.
Which is very interesting.
Which is also interesting.
But regardless of whoever performs this variation and regardless of the act in which it's performed, the variation itself, I think I'd say it's always a hit. Like this one honestly is a very strong variation. And musically, I mean, Tchaikovsky.
It's the epitome of Tchaikovsky.
It's so Tchaikovsky.
Like even that da 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 da. Da 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 da. It's so
Tchaikovsky, and I feel like Tchaikovsky really liked to show the strength in the men. Yeah, and I appreciate that about Tchaikovsky. He always gave them that very powerful aura in his music. I'd say this one's always a hit. Like I like this one.
Above Flower Fest or below?
Oh, don't make me choose.
We'll just put it below.
Let's put it. Yeah, just by like.
They're pretty much the same. It's the same tier.
It's the same tier, you guys.
Same tier. Napoli, boy 1.
Da dun da dun dun da dun da da.
I love this one.
I was gonna say always a hit.
Okay, you know what?
But on the high end of always a hit.
We'll put it above Flower Fest.
Yeah, I like this one a lot.
I think this one's one of my favorites of the Napoli variations.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Choreographically, it's satisfying to watch.
It is. It's fun.
Because you land on the music every time. Da 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 da. Say Bournonville, dun dun dun, like everything's punctual.
Exactly. The feet are the rhythm, the arms are the melody.
Exactly.
August Bournonville, you're a genius. Moving on.
Always a hit.
Harlequinade.
Dun, dun, dun,
oh, that one. Okay.
Absolutely good when done well.
I think it's good when done well. I think you have to be not afraid to give. Generously. In this one, character-wise. If you're gonna go halfway with this variation, you may as well not do it at all.
Exactly. You know it's all or nothing.
We saw some really good examples of this at Prix de Lausanne. If you haven't seen it, our first place winner of Prix de Lausanne this year did this variation, and he was a perfect example of going all out with this one. So yeah, I say good when done well on the high end. I love this variation. I think it's charming. I think that the steps, the music so speaks to me. I love the music in this one.
And the little quirks as well.
Yeah, it's so charming.
Cute. Good when done well, because you gotta be cute.
Yeah, you have to be cute when you do it. The Peasant Pas variation from Giselle.
Da da dun da 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 dun da da. It's not a standout because it's not like a
piece. I was gonna say it's not a standout. Like it's good. Like there's nothing wrong, and I love this variation. It's just not a standout. I hope you understand. Don't hate me. We still love this variation. Yeah. We'll just stick it there. I still really like it, but again, it's not exceptional. You understand?
It's like a nice, you would enjoy watching it.
Exactly.
You wouldn't be up out of your seat screaming.
Exactly.
You know?
And it wasn't meant to be that. It's not the main character. It's just like a little divertissement in the middle of the first act. So I mean, it's really good, but it's not a standout. Albrecht from Giselle Act 2.
Bum 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 bum.
I think that this one, again, is good when done well. Yes, the steps are, like, anyone can do the steps, but I think if you're gonna do it in the context of a ballet, you can't make it look beautiful.
Yeah.
You can't make it look graceful and elegant and effortless. You have to make it look labored, and you have to make it look painful.
Yeah.
You know, you can't make it look, like, when I see dancers perform this too pulled up.
Yeah.
Or too poised and too held.
And too happy.
And too happy, even. I think that while the choreography and the music can look good out of context, in the ballet, he's being forced to dance till his death.
It needs that, like, tortured feeling.
It has to have that feeling from the get-go.
Yeah, like that tormented, like, physically and also mentally with the guilt that he's feeling.
Exactly. It has to have the full package, because honestly, the worst thing is seeing this variation done and you don't realize he's dying until the end pose.
Oh, yeah.
That's the worst thing. And so I'm gonna put it in good when done well, because honestly, there's very few dancers who have been able to do this well for me. Where would you put it, though?
Between Shagpa and Golden Idol.
Okay.
All right. There we go.
So there we go.
Well.
Franz from Capelia.
Ooh. There are multiple different Franz variations. The one we're referring to specifically is that one. Yeah.
Oh, I think this one's not talked about enough.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I feel like most of Capelia, except for like the first act.
Like Swanhilda's Waltz.
Yeah, like Swanhilda's Waltz is well known. And same thing with like the doll scene. Like, everybody knows like those scenes. Third act, Capelia, like the wedding scene, I feel like it's not as popular. Yeah. Maybe the female variation is, but like, honestly, the Paquita and his variation, I don't think they are. So I'm gonna put it in not talked about enough. Not meaning like we never see this at YGP. We see this a lot at competitions and stuff like that. Flames of Paris.
Swoon.
Oh, this was a swoon.
100% swoon.
Oh.
I love Flames of Paris. It's so good.
This one will knock the breath right out of your lungs.
It will.
The music, the sort of like attack that is inherent with this variation.
It's fiery.
It's almost terrifying, but in like the best way.
Like,
yeah,
it's
choreographically, obviously the tricks are there, the music, everything is fabulous. I mean, what can we say?
The 540s.
Yeah,
and
it's
it's
so
like
good.
This whole like.
Yeah, it's strong. It's very, very strong, and I like that for a men's variation. So our first top tier variation. Let's go. Black Swan. Oh, this one's always a hit.
Always a hit.
I love this one musically. It's so much fun.
It suits Siegfried as well.
It does.
Because in this scene, he thinks he met Odette at the ball, and this is his chance to marry her, to live there happily ever after.
Exactly.
He's like elated.
And so that music kind of has that joy and almost that like that youthful sort of feel to it.
Youth and vitality. And just like everything is going so well.
I know. So I really like this one. I'm gonna put this in always a hit on the high end. I'll put it right there.
Above Napoli?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I can't
Tchaikovsky.
Napoli Boy 2. This one?
I like this one a lot.
This one is challenging.
This one's really, really hard for the danseur. That whole passage at the end with the leaves and into a grand plie.
And then
into an awesome plie. Onto a knot. It's insane, you guys.
Not talked about enough.
Not talked about nor appreciated enough, and like on the high end.
Yeah.
I almost like this better than Boy 1. For me, I like it better than Boy 1.
You like it better than Boy 1?
Yeah, I do. We should put Napoli Boy 1 not talked about. Move this one down to, should we put it before or after? I can't remember.
I would put it before, but you would put it after.
Eden would put it here. I would put it here. Ah!
Just put it there. It's fine.
Okay.
They're like on the same tier.
I think I like Boy 2. I like it a lot.
Boy 2 is more not talked about enough.
I agree.
So I agree that it should be at the front because it's more underappreciated. And for like the difficulty, I think it deserves its spot. Satanella!
Ooh.
Ba-ba. This one's not a standout for me, I'm sorry.
It's really not. I think
it's not a standout.
I think it could have been better. Yeah, it's not a standout and like on the low end of not a standout, honestly. It's not bad, again. Yeah. I don't think any of these we really hate, to be honest. It's just, does it
knock your breath out?
No, it doesn't.
Not really.
No. Elise! This one's one of my favorites of all time. Musically, it's so good. Choreographically, so good.
And even just the character of Elise,
I know.
it's like the best.
He's iconic.
He's the best.
He's iconic, you guys. Yes. Everything about it is just It's just pure magic. If you've seen Kim and Kim in a Lee variation,
You'll understand what we're talking
you'll
about.
understand what we're talking about. It absolutely breathtaking,
Yeah.
mesmerizing, awe-inspiring. Definitely at the top of the tier list for right now. It could very much remain there for the remainder of the video. We will see, but this one is honestly very hard to beat, so.
Take notes, gentlemen.
Talisman.
Ooh.
Another swoon, you guys.
Another swoon.
I would put it above Flames of Paris.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Above Flames of Paris?
I would.
Nah.
but No?
No, Flames of Paris is like so
Talisman
good.
is so good. I love Talisman. Musically, it's so
Da-da-da.
good. It's not carnival vibes,
It kind of is.
but it's kind of carnival vibes, and I'm living for it.
yeah, like you could hear it on the merry-go-round. Like, and you're going like this, and just like going around the merry-go-round.
I honestly get so happy just watching and even listening to the music.
Yeah.
But like this variation makes me so happy. Like in a way that Flames of Paris will never. Like I find it very impressive, but it's like very, very intense, which is fabulous, but it's
I
just
like
like intense. But Talisman just makes me happy.
This is true. Talisman is like
Happy.
just joy. Above Flames of Paris or below?
They're honestly like tied. Can you
They're
make a
tied.
tie on that tier?
I don't
you
think
can't
you
do
can.
that, right?
No. Maybe we'll do Talisman above.
Talisman makes me happy, you guys.
Talisman is 100% a swoon.
Talisman and Ali are honestly two of my favorites.
So good.
Pas Classique. I love this one.
Also known as the Give Me Money variation.
I love this variation. This one again makes me so happy. And just the fact that he's demanding money at the end of every phrase.
This one's pretty funny. Not talked about enough.
So I was gonna say swoon music wise.
That one's
Like,
also
I
carnival
love-
vibes.
We're just a bunch of clowns over here, you guys. We like circus music. I think it should at least be an always a hit.
The music's good.
I love the music.
And the choreography is also difficult. Again with that big awesome
Yeah.
Grand Plie above. Not above Black Swan though.
Yeah, I guess you can't put it above Black Swan, can
Nah, Tchaikovsky would be like.
you? I think that's fair. Pas Classique though is definitely up there. I love this variation. It makes me so happy.
And I think it leaves a lot of opportunity for a lot of really difficult tricks. It's basically a huge flex variation because he wants to get paid.
It's a good variation, especially for like the context of that particular role, so I like it a lot. If you're enjoying the video so far, first of all, that's really great to hear. Second of all, if you would like to help support us in the channel and help us to continue to make exquisite swoon level of Ballet Nerd content for you guys every single Saturday, then feel free to check out the merch shop linked above and below. Every single one of your purchases goes directly to helping us and our team, and we really, really appreciate it. So to all of you who have done that or are thinking of doing that, then thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. Sugar Plum Cavalier. This is from the Nutcracker.
Controversial warning, you guys.
I just don't like it. I'm so sorry. I know it's iconic. I know it's Nutcracker. I know it's I love you, Tchaikovsky. I just don't like it. I'm sorry. I think it's the music partially, but I think mostly the choreography. Like, I know he's not an important character in terms of the story. It's just that I think we could have done better with this one, honestly. It's underwhelming for me.
I mean, I think it's fine. It kind of has that light, delicate feel because they're literally sugar plum,
Like,
you know?
sugar
It has that
plum.
like crystally.
I'm not saying it doesn't fit. I mean, like, compare that to like Ali.
Yeah,
or
compare it to the other
Talisman, or even compare that to like Harlequinade or something.
Yeah.
I just feel like
We respect it. We
We
just
do respect
don't
it.
like it.
exactly.
It's subjective.
It's
a joke,
subjective.
It's a game.
It is a game. Don't come for us in the comments, please. Solor from La Bayadère. This one's another swoon variation.
I love this one.
Again, the carnival vibes, Eden.
Da, 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 da.
It's so good, you guys. I think the only reason we would put it at the low end of swoon though is just context-wise within the story. It either doesn't fit because, I mean, if you know the story of La Bayadère, he's basically forced to marry Gamzati, who is a princess, but he doesn't truly love Gamzati. He's in love with Nikia, but it's like a whole complicated mess. And so basically this is his engagement variation, if you will. And I feel like this music doesn't fit that.
It's like too overjoyed.
It's too happy. So it doesn't fit either that, or it's like he's just a cruel person and he's legit excited to like kind of not cheat on Nikia, but like kind of
yeah.
like that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? It just feels feels off in that way.
But choreographically and musically,
Yes.
this is like the ultimate merry-go-round music.
Yeah, I think it deserves to be there.
It's a
Swoon. It's a swoon variation.
But not over Flames of Paris. So
yeah. Acteon.
always a hit. Always a hit.
Yeah, I'd say it's definitely. Oh. Does he go in a swoon?
Oh, does he?
Da 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 da.
Oh, you know what?
Da 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 da. Oh, but I like this one.
A swoon?
Does it go in a swoon? I think it might deserve a swoon. Oh, it's a hit or swoon. I don't know.
I love Acteon, actually. You know,
This one's good.
who are we kidding? We put in.
We're gonna put it in swoon.
Who am I kidding?
I'm not even gonna be joking with myself. I love this
I
variation.
love this. Choreographically,
It's just great. I
My-
love this variation.
we have a lot of swoons, you guys.
We do have a lot of swoons. All right, let's keep going. Napoli Boy 3. Da 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 da. Not talked about enough. Not above 1. Let's put it, yeah,
Yeah,
like
there.
right there. Oh, all the Napoli variations are together.
Look at them.
They're
boy
seriously-
1, boy 2, and boy 3.
Napoli deserves so much more credit and
Yeah.
recognition and appreciation. Like,
Yeah.
it's such a good ballet. I love this variation too. Again, just so happy. The thing is with the 3 Napoli male variations, like they're all like cohesive, but they're all unique, which I think is really, really cool and really special. And so I love having this little collection, if you will, of like these variations that are
Yeah.
so fitting together, but that are like different. So
Yeah.
I just think they're a cute little trio.
They're buddies.
Yeah, they're good.
And like Napoli vibes.
Napoli
It's, like,
vibes are immaculate.
just joy and Italian air.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Love these.
Ooh.
Siegfried, Nureyev. Oh yeah, this one.
Not talked about enough.
Not talked about enough / good when done well.
Mm,
I think
oh,
it's.
yeah.
I actually think it's good when done well.
Yeah, that's true.
This is a very unique variation. Most of these variations on the tier list right now, they're like all like a performance piece. But this one is, it's almost like it wasn't meant to be
Yeah,
seen
it's like-
almost. You know,
yeah.
it's like sort of his private moment of just lamenting.
Yeah, internal dialogue.
Yeah, it's just kind of his processing, you know, what it means to grow up and become a king, you know, like that's his internal struggle that he's going through.
He's feeling that weight.
Yeah, and that's what this variation is all about. And so it's very different. In essence, I love this variation, but I do think it's very easy to
Mess it up.
mess it up. Again, if you don't come in to like embody that character and like really sell it, it's honestly not that good if you don't do it well.
Yeah.
So I think I would put it in good when done well. Let's put it
Between Albrecht and Golden Island?
Yeah, let's put him there.
Yeah.
This one, honestly, it just, you need to take us on that journey with you. Otherwise, it literally just looks like he's just floating around the stage the
Being
whole
sad,
time,
yeah.
just being sad. I love to see dancers who can really play with dynamics and like pull us along with different feelings and different almost trains of thought. They need to guide us through
Yeah.
that journey and make us feel what he is feeling. High standards for this variation,
Yeah.
and it is hard to execute, but I do really enjoy it when it's done well. La Female Garde, the Ashton one, this one, oh my gosh. Always a hit or swoon?
Always a hit.
Always a hit, literally, because he smacks the floor. Let's put it on the high end.
On the high end? Above Black Swan or below?
Oh.
Above? Below? I don't know. Definitely above Pas Classique.
Yeah. Oh, do I want... Yeah, I'll just stick it there.
Stick it there.
I think I love this variation because it, again, is cohesive in terms of the role, the music, the choreography, the
Yeah.
costumes, everything just fits.
He's in yellow tights. What's not to love?
Seriously. And
Yellow tights and a waistcoat.
I know. A little rose waistcoat.
I know, what's not
what's
to
more
love?
romantic than that?
Yeah.
It's idyllic, you guys. I think that it has sort of like that really raw strength in it.
Yeah, like farm boy vibes.
Yeah, but not like tough, but it's just like that untamed, just like
Yeah.
vigor almost.
Like just
And-
a nice natural gusto.
Yeah, but it also has that levity, that joy in it. So
Yeah.
I think it's really, really wonderful. The music slapped, the variation slapped, he literally slapped, so this is always a hit. Paquita Patineurs. Oh, this one.
100% good when done well.
This one is hard.
It's hard.
Hard variation because I almost feel like it goes with the music, but it doesn't go with the music.
To get it on the music is hard. You have to have the strongest supporting leg and the strongest arabesque line, because that first passage, ba, 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 and you have to switch and hold.
It's so hard.
You gotta be solid.
Let's put it
Not above Harlequinade, not even
put
above
it
Désiré.
put it above Albrecht. Actually, I like it Albrecht better. Yeah.
Put it above Siegfried.
Yeah, let's put it there. Okay.
Uh-huh.
It's good for sure. I just think that you have to have a very strong dancer, otherwise it makes you feel almost uneasy when you watch it. You know what I'm saying?
It's really easy to make it look like, oh, he's struggling. Oh, he's like fighting really hard.
Yeah, or he's gonna like fall over. You need to be strong in order to do this one, in my opinion, in order to make it enjoyable and like easy to watch.
You gotta breathe into that plie, make it look seamless. I don't want to see a bounce, like a rebound.
Exactly.
It's difficult though.
It is difficult.
But when done well, it's done.
It's done well. We're almost done, you guys. Paquita, what is this?
Grand pas de deux.
Grand pas de deux.
Dun 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 bum bum. I'm
trying to mess with you. You don't know what we're talking about.
Yo,
go watch the video.
I just can't get this variation right. Like after dun bum bum. I can't even remember what it sounds like, Jordan. I'm sorry, this variation, like musically, it's so slippery for me. Like it just I can never remember this variation.
Come on, you did. You got this. I didn't keep messing with you.
I know, I can't remember it.
Da, da, da. Oh my god. Come on, you did.
Jordan, I genuinely forget.
No, I just want to like see you get it. Come on, you got this. You got it.
I'm trying to envision the video because all I can hear is da 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 da.
Think of the choreography. What is the choreography?
He does a big cabriole, and I can't remember. I know it. Oh, dun da 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 dun dun dun.
Yeah! You did it.
But at what cost?
This one is clearly not a standout. Clearly not a standout.
I just can't remember the music.
It's not memorable, honestly. Like, it's a classic and we love it.
The fact that I think about Napoli, the obscure variation, over
Paquita. That's not a good sign. It's a good variation though. Like it's very, very good, but it's clearly not a standout.
I can't believe I forgot again.
Grand Pas Classique.
Always a hit. Dun 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 dun. I like this one. Always a hit.
This one is always a hit, and I think even
above Hadesclav.
Yeah, I like this one.
Maybe even over Ashton.
No, we can't do that. Can't do it. It's a solid variation. I think musically, it's very exciting to listen to. I think the choreography is fabulous too.
Yeah.
I love the way it kind of builds.
The passages are satisfying to watch too.
It is.
Even that first passage was the
I
whole
love
thing.
that whole passage is sweet. I love it.
Jean de Brienne from Raymonda. I'm sorry. This one's either not a standout or I don't like it.
Dum bum 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 bum. I really hate to put it and I just don't like it, but I feel like if I'm honest with myself, I just don't like it.
I'm sorry. I like it better than Sugar Plum Cavalier though. I can't even put it above Sugar Plum. I guess it's a sign.
I guess
Tchaikovsky's like, hey.
Tchaikovsky's like, don't move my ballet.
Okay, we'll put it below Sugar Plum.
The music, again, it doesn't resonate with us.
I never feel strongly that I love it. Like, I'm not dissing Glazunov.
No.
A lot of the Raymonda music, specifically variations, don't resonate with me. But the rest of the ballet, like the dream scene, the waltz.
Okay, the dream scene is...
It's amazing.
Incredible.
But I feel like the variations fall flat a little bit for me.
A little bit. It's really not my favorite. I'm sorry.
I just don't like it. Sorry, guys.
Bluebird.
Oh!
Da 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 da. Oh, I almost want to say this one's a swoon or always a hit.
Either very top of always a hit. I'd put this top flex.
I think it does, honestly. This one makes me so happy. And the thing is with Bluebird, it's one of the few ethereal male roles.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that he's a fairy per se, like that, not that kind of ethereal, but an otherworldly creature. And I think that's really cool. Same thing with Spectre de la Rose. And same thing with Oberon from like The Dream. It's just that male ethereal quality. And it's very different from the female ethereal quality in ballet, but it is a thing. And I have to say, I love it.
For ethereal male roles, you have to do the most challenging choreography and make it look gentle and as easy and effortless as a breath of air. That combination is just so satisfying.
It just kills you.
The ethereal male role, I mean, it's top notch. This is making me want to put it in swoon.
I know. I think we should put it in swoon. Honestly, let's put it. I would almost put it above Solor.
Whoa.
I also think it deserves to be a little higher because Bluebird is known to be the hardest male role in all of classical ballet.
That's true.
It's an ethereal, otherworldly role. But also the music is fabulous.
Tchaikovsky hit it on the head.
He
with
really
this one.
did.
Like,
He really
knocked
hit
it
it.
out of the park.
I know, seriously, so good. Basilio from Don Quixote.
Ooh. Okay, this one is so overplayed.
It's so overplayed.
Like, it's the most common variation for men.
Without a doubt, this one is the most popular male variation. You see it all the time, whether it be competitions or even like it's one of the most common pieces of rep performed in general.
Yeah, because it's such a fun ballet.
Basilio is definitely overplayed, but it's kind of overplayed for good reason. Like it is a very good variation and we love it.
I'll put it in good when done well. I think for Basilio, you gotta nail down that panache, that kind of swag that you need, but not matador swag.
Yeah.
If you're a matador, you need to be arrogant. But,
Yeah, extremely.
but for Basilio, you just need to have that much like
You need to have a little spark,
a spark,
but not be like all that.
And you gotta know that you are the man. You know?
Exactly. To be honest, I feel like Basilio has to be always a hit. You know what? Like I feel like it's so popular and it's so overplayed, but it's still always a hit. Not above Flower Fest.
Not above Flower Fest.
Not
Okay,
above
we'll put
Flower.
it here.
Yeah, let's put it there.
Okay. Last one.
Les Patineurs variation, either the blue boy or the green boy.
This one's
This
so
one's
cute.
so-
It's so wholesome. It's just good vibes. It's the cure to all your sorrows. It will clear your skin and water your crops. It's it's just
This one is fabulous. I think it's not talked about enough.
100%, but at the top.
Les Patineurs needs to be as popular as Nutcracker. I don't know why it isn't. It's a fabulous wintertime ballet, and all the choreography, all the pieces, all the music is just fabulous. You guys.
Please comment below justice for Les Patineurs.
We need to see more Les Patineurs in December.
I love the Blue Boy variation because it's literally just the trumpet. It's kind of has some silence in there.
Yeah.
So it literally feels like a boy on the frozen lake spinning around and singing to himself.
Yeah.
And it's like you hear that emptiness of like just the winter wind and like the silence of the snow deafening everything.
Yeah.
And it's just him having his grand old time.
It's wholesome. We really like this one.
And it's difficult variation.
It is difficult, but it's fun. It's definitely not talked about enough. Anyway, that is all of the male variations that we have listed today. We actually have a pretty even spread from good when done well all the way up to soon, and then we only have a few that are in the low 2 tiers. For our personal taste, it's not quite up there, but all of these variations, every single one of them are wonderful in their own unique ways, and clearly Ali did not get knocked down at all.
Ali is still the ultimate variation.
Ali is the
cannot
ultimate
change my
variation,
mind.
you guys. But anyway, that is the completed Ballet Rain male variation tier list.
Woo!
So there you have it, everybody. That was the official male variation tier list. We really hope you enjoyed this video and seeing which variations are our favorite. Please leave a comment, especially to our male dancers out there. Again, our tier list is purely from a female's point of view. We would love to know how you, as the performer of these variations, would rank these. So feel free to let us know your thoughts in the comments.
I think it was a great opportunity for us to appreciate all these incredible male variations because, you know, I feel like everybody's like, oh, we're here for the female variations, and everybody knows the female variation. But then the male variations are kind of just like, oh yeah, jumps and turns, yay.
Yeah.
But they are truly very individual. They have their own nuances. So I think it's cool for, you know, our dancers around the world to be seen and appreciated and loved for the very difficult job that they do.
If you like the video, and if you want to see more tier lists like this one, then you can check out the playlist we made just for you, linked above and below. And again, if you would like to support the channel and support the future of ballet nerding content, then click the link in the description box where you can support us in the channel and get your own adorable, exquisite ballet nerding merch.
Anyway, I think that is all from us for now. This is Ballet Rain signing off. Until the next video.
Bye!
Be ranked to showcase some incredible variations. Showcase and rank.
So we're very excited to show. We're copying each other.
Dude.